This is World Cup Comedy, and I'm Patrick Hogan. Let's get into it. Hello, this is Later Tonight Show. I'm Patrick Hogan, and the World Cup has come to Canada. I know what you're thinking. There's nothing good on TV. Well, there's war, genocide, and an Epstein file case that's still lingering. But who wants to watch that stuff? Well, can you watch 22 grown men play with a bouncy ball? You know, most Canadians didn't know what soccer was up until 2 weeks ago. They thought it was a thing you did in elementary school. They didn't think it was a real sport, because we have, like, real ones, like hockey, you know? Anyways, if they keep winning, I have a feeling that Canada's going to riot. But afterwards, because we're Canadian, we're going to clean up, because we're polite. I mean, we're not animals, or Knicks fans. Toronto has a mayor named Olivia Chow, and during Caravana, every year, she dresses up very scantily. Very great for an old lady like that. But if we start winning, she better start being a cheerleader. I expect her in a skimpy outfit, showing off the girls, and shaking it for the city she loves. If she doesn't shake it for the city, can she really call us her people? Can she really be our mayor? I guarantee you, if we get to the finals, Doug Ford's going to be a G-string shaking that ass. You know what I'm saying? And Mark Carney's not going to wear anything at all. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a Canadian. Zoom in on the guys playing soccer. Look at that. Look at those. No, over here. Over here. Look at those shirtless guys. Doesn't it make you regret having a girlfriend? Anyways, thanks, babe, for filming. Is that funny or what? So we're here on Richmond Street. As you can see, the game is playing. You know what's unique about Toronto is we have people lining up to watch for free. But that's because, as you can see, the players play in Toronto today. The reason why people want to play in Toronto is when players fake their injuries, at least they get free healthcare. When they play their games in the States, they don't fake it as much because they know that ambulance guy running out on the field is going to cost them $5K. I don't know a lot of soccer players who want to pay that. So you expect a lot of people faking it today. You see a lot of soccer players faking their injuries. Honestly, they fake it so much they remind me of my ex-girlfriend. Maybe I should call her. Good? I mean, you've heard the term faking it till you make it. It seems that soccer players are taking that New York slogan to the stadium. But in Toronto, the fans fake it. If you see her, she's going to fake it with them. He's going to fake it with his girlfriend. They're going to fake it with whoever guys they're going to show up and meet in there. And that guy's going to fake it too. Today is a huge game. I mean, it's between Spain and Argentina, I believe. Two Southern American countries that the only difference to me is the name. I have no idea what the difference is. But people seem really passionate about voting for one of them. I don't know. It's a lot of tan on tan skinned action, if you ask me. And you see that one with the flag? Wow. People are going to call her a flag all day. If I wore that, they'd call me something similar, except without the L. Patrick ain't going to take no L when you call me a flag. The flag? The flag bearer? Oh, she's the flag bearer for the game tonight. I am also a flag bearer. You don't give me no L. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen this many flags since RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, so I'm editing right now, and I just realized I'm wearing a Team England jersey even though I'm Canadian. I never addressed it. The reason is I actually think England is going to win the World Cup. The reason I think that is because if you know anything about England's history, they're great at going into other people's territory and taking possession. So that may give their offense a bit of an advantage. And regardless of who wins the World Cup this year, you will find the trophy in the British Museum. All right, back to the...
Ready? All right, I'm going to tell a joke over here. This is my spot. See the G? That's my G spot. So that's the G spot that I'll be using. Now, I've never touched this spot before. I don't know if it even really exists, but that's the spot I'll stand on for this next joke. And we're ready. Germany was kicked out. They didn't make it to the final 16, which I think we all should be happy for. Nobody wants a united Germany thinking they're the superior team, the superior race, or the superior anything, okay? That's World War III, to me, at least. Another team that couldn't make it was the Korean team. The Korean team did not make it to the final 16. It was devastating for the team. Fun fact about Korea is, did you know instead of saying cheese during a photo, they say kimchi, which is great until you ask a girl how you're... There's a lady passing me. I felt inappropriate saying this next joke. Which is great until you ask a girl if your dick kimchi smells. I'm sorry, I don't know. I thought that was hilarious. I love that. Sadly, apparently they got a lot of flack from fans at the airport. People were booing them because they got kicked out. Too bad that was actually the Japanese team. Racists. Racists. They don't even know which team lost. They both lost. But what, you think they look the same? They kind of do. But that's not fair. Why would you boo that team? It's not like they both lost. Okay, maybe there's more similarities between the Asians than we want to give credit to. Is that good? Is that good? Okay, stop filming me. If Messi wins a World Cup, then I think he deserves a knighthood, or at least to be sainted. See this? This is what it looks like for Messi to look at other players. Get it? Because he's short. He's short and he likes to look up at their long rods as they run past him. Because he's eye level to their crotches, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. He's great with balls too, apparently. During the 1998 World Cup, French players started kissing the bald like goalkeeper or something. So now it's a tradition where everyone's kissing their goalkeeper's head, right? It's France's tradition, which is, I mean, it's a nice thing to do, but I can't imagine what Brazil's doing to theirs, considering they're famous for the Brazilian and the butt lift. And a lot of hairless removers. Actually, ugh. No wonder they're so happy. I think they're all getting their ass eaten. Is that good? Toronto is a English Commonwealth country. We were founded by them. Our political system is inspired by them. And a lot of people want England to bring home more than just controversy. The royal family needs a lot more than just controversy. They need a World Cup instead of a sippy cup. Because I think Prince Andrew brought enough of those into his house. The city is buzzing. There's so many people here to watch it on the streets for free in Toronto. You know what's funny? There's probably more people here than there is in the population of Cape Verde. Cape Verde has 500,000 people, and they were able somehow to make it to the World Cup. There's more people in Canadian suburbs, in Toronto suburbs, than there is in a whole country that made it here. What's our excuse? I think it just tells us all that size doesn't matter. Size just does not matter. I've known that for years. Wait, how do I know about that? No. I've been told that. How do I know about that? Okay, maybe I know a little. Wait, no, I don't. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not gay. Mom, if you're watching this, I'm not gay. I think. So I just watched that clip back. I just realized that joke was basically I have a small dick. And here I thought it said I was taking small dicks up the ass. Like I thought I was saying I was gay. Like, I know a lot about size not mattering, like it's going in me. And then I watched it back and I realized, I just said I had a small dick. And that's the only excuse. Like, why would I say I have a small dick and tell my mom I'm not gay? Oh my gosh. You know, I used to be a correctional officer in prison. I'm not used to seeing such a diverse population behind the fence playing sports. And by diverse, I mean there's usually only one type in prison. One specific type in prison. Only one specific. I'm not going to name which one it is. But I think we all know what it is. And normally, though, there are girls in prison, but they usually have their penises. You know, I heard IShowSpeed is in Toronto, fangirling after Ronaldo, of course. That's crazy. It'd be crazy if I ran into him. Because I wouldn't want to stream snipe him. The last stream sniper I saw was at a Charlie Kirk rally. You know, speaking of Ronaldo, he's also in Toronto. That's amazing. I mean, he has great legs, and I hear his headers are amazing. So if he can't pay for the flight back, hit me up. I can pay for your flight if you want, Ronaldo, if you're looking for a little side piece. You know, I'm a huge soccer fan, but I don't know when they're bringing the Zamboni out. You know, of all the sports, I think soccer players are the most, like, down-to-earth players because they literally get grounded down onto the earth as they fall. No, but seriously, I think they're the most, like, down-to-earth because they're always touching grass. Like, they touch grass every day. They're, like, touching grass every day, and they're spiritual that way. And they're, like, unlike hockey players who are on thin ice with their jobs. They're on thin ice. You know, I think if you ask most Canadians what would they rather have, a World Cup victory or affordable rent, I think they would pick affordable rent every single time. But hey, everyone's spending money. We love the city spending so much money on a game no one gives a shit about here. That works. That makes a lot of sense. You know, Brazil had the first female pilot ever. Yes. And in honor of her, they decided to play like girls this World Cup. The game's over. It looks like Portugal won against Croatia. What's interesting is Portugal won last minute, and no one's counting Croatia's goal because they said it was offside. I don't know. I think Portugal won fair and square. I see a lot of people talking about this, giving a lot of debate about how they didn't deserve to win. They did deserve to win. If you paid off the referee more, maybe you would have won. But Croatia's cheap. They didn't pay the ref enough. And that's why Portugal came home with the victory. All right, I forgot to do an outro. So this is me saying bye. This is the Later Tonight Show. I'm insert name here. And I'll see you next week for more World Cup madness. No, I'm actually not going to do soccer again, actually. I'm not really a soccer fan. Heck, half the jokes, I didn't even know what they meant. So I had to ChatGPT what jokes I could do. And ChatGPT gave me a lot of great shitty jokes that I didn't want to use. But at least it told me a little bit about soccer. I hope some of them made sense. I bet a lot of them didn't. And to be honest with you, I wrote this last night, so I don't know if any of them were even funny. But we'll see how it goes. I'm Patrick Hogan, and this has been The Later Tonight Show. World Cup comedy. Back to you in the studio, Patrick.